Hello ladies and mental gen, and as the EU pleb I'm still stuck in 9.17.1, so instead of giving you new content about new tanks, I'm gonna rant and answer a question that I get asked quite often, which goes,
Hey Thush, why don't you play lower tiers more? They're just so much more fun.
are they though? Not in my opinion. Well, first of all, I guess there's a couple of things I need to get rid of, out of my system first. So first of all, I don't really play World of Tanks to have fun. World of Tanks isn't for having fun for me. I mean, I definitely do like the mechanics and the game for the most part, but it's not like, well, this was fun. It's more like I'm here for the competition. The competitive spirit is what pushes me, and that's why you see me being frustrated a lot of the time as well, because it's annoying when you get shit on, but when you do everything correctly, or you get just flat out unlucky. But generally, I do not play this game for fun, but even then, like, after playing this tank, the thing about the lower tiers is that the matchmaking is so fucking terrible that these tanks are just, when you're 2 tiers above your enemies, they can't do anything to you, anything relevant to you, and when you're 2 tiers below whatever you're fighting, you can't do anything relevant to them unless you load full gold, and even then, like, your alpha damage is a bit irrelevant, and your tank only really works when you're outnumbering your enemies pretty badly. And then again, we just shot a tier 4 medium tank that can't really do much in this matchmaking. We shot him for half his damage and our reload is like 4 seconds. Like, for real, man? Like, why? Why do we have the same matchmaking? Why is it possible for me to meet people that barely have any understanding of the game, not even talking about the maps or what they should be doing in this game? Like, why do I need to meet these people? It's just, like, for me, it doesn't even feel good, these kind of games. I mean, we haven't missed a shot yet, and we've been literally shooting the entire game, but this doesn't even feel fun. It's like, yeah, well, I'm completely pounding complete noobs that have no idea what is happening. Also, while saying that, I'm completely ignoring an SU-100 and Y behind me, and a Hellcat as well, but we have more important business here, like shooting that tier 4 light tank in the back. And now we pick up the SU as well. Great situational awareness for me, and it works out perfectly, and now we can shoot this T-34-85 as well. But yeah, combining the fact that I'm not really looking for fun in this game in like the term of like, let's play 3 T-54s with full heat and just shit on everything we meet. I don't really like these kind of matchups where like either you're completely useless or your enemies are completely useless. And playing tier 6 and below definitely has a lot of that going. And you can always say that well, the tier 10 players are also terrible, but they're not on that level of terrible, right? The people at tier 4 are learning how to control their vehicles and not how to play maps, or are generally terrible. They just don't, like, it takes quite a while to get used to actually driving a tank in World of Tanks. It does, and that is definitely the kind of people I was playing for the most part in this game. Also, them hacks against that TD. Gotta report myself for being a hacker there. And again, there's always the other side of the coin where you're the bottom tier, and obviously you can do more than my enemies are doing against me, because obviously tier 6 is a bit more competitive than tier 4 in tier 6 games, but even then, like, when you're in tier 6 tank against the defender, like this shit against the defender, he comfortably 2-shots you, and you need to load gold and get really lucky or flank him to pen him, and your mobility isn't even that high. Well, most tanks apart from the Cromwell can't really achieve that anyways, but there we go, this is the game. So we end up with an ace tanker, 4,458 experience with that premium count, Bradley Walters, Top Gun and high caliber. We ended up doing 3,264 damage, picked up 230 assisted as well. 8 kills, of course, and in the end, we got 1,486 base experience. Alright, to sum it up, I don't play lower tiers because, first of all, I'm more of a competitive guy than the guy who wants to ride around with 3 heat-spamming T-54s. Second of all, the matchmaking in lower tiers is abysmal, and tier 4s have no chance to fight tier 6s, tier 3s have no chance to fight tier 5s, and tier 5s have almost no chance to fight tier 7s. At tier 6 it almost gets playable, but still against tier 8s you're still pretty fucked. And tier 7 is the first tier where you actually get guns that are meaningful even against higher tier enemies. So yeah, that's pretty much sums up on why I never play lower tiers.